Good morning students, myself Bipin Indwar, and today I will deal with one more grammar chapter from the West Bengal board. It's very important for the class 9 and 10, that is sentence based on the structure. Sentence based on the structure, it has been classified into three parts. That is, first one is my simple sentence, second one is your compound sentence, and the third one is a complex sentence. Students, before knowing this thing, simple, compound and a complex sentence, what you need to know is that the first thing is that you should have the knowledge of clause. So if you do not have the knowledge of the clause, you will unable to solve the simple, compound and a complex sentence. So the question arises, what is a clause? The sentence which will have both the subject and the predicate is known as a clause. Again, I want to repeat, the sentence in which subject and the predicate will be there, that is only known as a clause. So another question arises now, what is subject and what is predicate? Now, talking about the subject, the thing or the person about which the sentence is trying to say something, that is known as a subject. And talking about the predicate, the predicates are the sentence which will say the importance or something about the subject. Or one more important thing which we can keep in our mind about the predicate is that leaving subject, rest of the things is known as a predicate. So now this clause has been categorized into two parts. So clause has been categorized into two parts. That is, first one is independent and second one is dependent. So students, this clause has been categorized into two, that is independent clause and dependent clause. Now again one question arises over here also, what is independent sentence? Independent sentence is also known as a main clause. And talking about the independent sentence means the sentence which will be given to you all, that will be complete in itself only. So we have to keep the note in our mind is that whenever we will talk about the independent sentence, what will happen is that the sentence which will be given, that will be fully in itself only. So coming towards the next one, that is, what is dependent sentence? Dependent sentence means to say that it is a kind of a sentence which will always depend on the others. In order to complete its sentence, it always depended on the other sentences. So means to say that only the half sentence is been given for the dependent sentence. So for example, if I will say that after lunch, what you will understand? You will not understand anything. If I will say after lunch we will play volleyball, you will get to know about the full sentence. Yes or no? So exactly, the dependent sentence are those sentences which is dependent on the other sentence in order to complete its sentence. Clear? Okay. So now let's begin with the help of this only. This independent and dependent play a leading role in the explanation part of the simple, compound and a complex sentence. So let's see one by one what are the simple sentence, compound sentence and a complex sentence. So talking about the first one, simple sentence. Now the first point I have written, only one independent clause, means to say that the sentence which will be written, that will be one independent clause only. As per independent sentence means, I have already explained that it is complete in itself only. So exactly the sentence should be written in a only one independent clause should be there in the sentence. The second one, as per the information about the independent sentence, it shows the complete meaning. The third one is that no dependent clause is used. Over here, no dependent clause will be used. I have given one suitable example for this one. He goes to gym every day. Over here, what happened is that it is showing that the first point only one independent clause is there. In this example, as I have written, he goes to gym every day. So my first point is clear with this sentence. Second one is that shows the complete meaning. I think That one also is complete over here, and no dependent clause is there. In this example, there is no dependent clause which is required to be written over here. So I think so I have made it crystal clear to you all that what is this simple sentence is. Now moving towards the next one, that is second one. Now talking about the compound sentence. Now compound sentence I have written over here, two or more independent clause should be used. That means whenever you give example about the compound sentence, either two or more independent clause should be there. That means if I will talk about the independent sentence, that means I'm not talking about the dependent clause. The thing is that both the sentence which you will write should be independent clause. Clear? So joined by a coordinate conjunction. So coordinate conjunctions are the thing. Conjunctions means what? It is a kind of a word which will join the two different sentences into one sentence. So I have taken over here two independent sentences. So that should be joined by a conjunction. So over here, with the help of this example only, we will understand over here. I help him and he got happy, I have written. That means I have used the two independent clause over here. See, I help him is one independent clause. Second one is he got happy is the another independent clause. So according to that, my first line is matching. The second one is joined by a coordinate conjunction. Now talking about the conjunction, I have used the conjunction over here is the and. So this is joining both the independent sentence together. So using this and, I am saying is that the conjunction is joining the two independent clause together. Now no dependent clause. Over here the sentence is not half. Any example which I have written over here is not in half in itself only. That's why my third point is also clear. Now talking about the conjunction word, a very easy method of understanding this conjunction is that you have to remember the word like for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So these are the certain words which you require to remember whenever you will do the conjunction. So the easy method of understanding and, but, and so is that we can write it as like this, FANBOYS. So in this manner only, it is a suitable method of understanding how I will remember that certain conjunctions that is used in a compound sentence. For means F, and means A, nor means N, B means B, but means B, or means O, yet means Y, and S means so. So yeah, in this manner you can quickly remember in your mind that it is a fan voice. So it is the easiest method of understanding the conjunctions. Now the next one. So I hope I have made the clear to this second one also. Now let's deal with the last sentence, that is a complex sentence. So how we will deal with a complex sentence now? One independent clause and at least one dependent clause. Okay, let me explain you with the help of the example only. Then only it will be very good for you all. See, for example, I have written he is wearing a shirt which look awesome. I have written. So over here, according to the first one, listen to the example one more time. He is wearing a shirt which looks awesome. So now talking about the first point, with the point itself only, this example will be clear. Look at over here. One independent and at least one dependent clause is there. That means two sentences should be written. That is, one should be in a independent sentence and another which you will write is that should be dependent sentence. So that thing is there. He is wearing a shirt is independent sentence. Looks awesome is one dependent sentence. So never get confused with the independent and dependent. So now the first point is clear. Now talking about the second one, joined by a subordinating conjunction. The subordinating conjunctions are nothing. I have given the list over here. When, all those, since, if, whether, so, that, while. So these are the certain conjunctions which are being used over here in a complex sentence. Now talking about the last one, joined by a relative pronoun. So over here it is being joined by the relative pronoun, that is that, whose, which. True. So what happened is that over here I have joined this independent and dependent sentence with the help of a subordinating conjunction, that is which. So that's all for today. This much. Thank you everybody.